NICOLANDRIA Nation, I'm back. And let me tell you something. If you thought this relationship was over, if you believed for 1 second that some random TikTok rumor was going to break up the most famous Love Island couple in history, you clearly haven't been paying attention. Because this week, we got confirmation from the most unexpected source imaginable. I'm talking about North West, daughter of Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, literally asking Nick Viall on FaceTime if he broke up with Olandria.
I'm calling North because she is an Olandria stan.
Olandria's not here.
I gotta bring Olandria next time.
Did you break up with Olandria?
No, I didn't. It's NICOLANDRIA 4L.
And that, my friends, is when you know you've made it. So buckle up, because we're diving deep into why NICOLANDRIA is stronger than ever, why the haters are losing ground every single day, and why this couple is operating on a completely different level than anyone else from their season. This is going to be a ride. Let's start with Kim Kardashian's whole Schemesmas, Kissmas, whatever that event was called. She did this whole vlog thing, and apparently the entire Kardashian family was watching Love Island this summer. Not just watching it casually, really watching it. And North West, she became an Olandria stan. According to Kim herself, this kid was all in on Olandria. Now think about that for a second. The daughter of two of the most famous people on the planet. Someone who has access to literally everything. Every show, every celebrity, every piece of content you could imagine, and she's choosing to stan Olandria. That tells you something about the level Olandria is operating on right now. So Kim gets Nick on FaceTime because she knows. North wants to talk to someone from Love Island, and obviously Nick is the closest thing they have to Olandria at that moment. And here's the beautiful part. There's no small talk. There's no, "Hi, nice to meet you." North West cuts straight to the chase and asks, "Did you break up with Olandria?" Just like that. A child, asking the question that half the internet has been obsessing over for weeks. And Nick, without missing a beat, tells her no, of course not. It's NICOLANDRIA for L, for life. And you know what's hilarious to me? This is coming from someone who I genuinely believe is the head Olandria stan in Nick's family. I'm talking about Papa Belgian. You don't see Papa Belgian at every event. You don't see him on brand trips left and right like some of the other family members. But when does Papa Belgian show up? When Olandria is around. He went to that F1 event, which I know is sensitive material around here, but he went because Olandria was going to be in town. He went to Tallahassee Greek Fest because it was basically an Olandria fest, and he lives close to there anyway. The man knows what he's about. So now we've got Papa Belgian as president of the Olandria fan club, and apparently North West is the vice president? I love it.
Nick for Skims just makes so much sense. Him being on Kim's live makes sense. I don't know how to explain it, but he's always given me Calvin Klein model vibes, and him being on the Skims campaign makes sense to me. He's attractive, his body is beautiful, his face is beautiful. Why would he not be with Skims? Especially given as Skims is always very comfortable. I don't know, it just makes sense. Like, I was not surprised even for a second when I saw him pop up on that TikTok. But also, this just lets me know that Kim is just a marketing genius. Like, she knows how to keep roping people in and buying into new groups of people to buy her stuff. She's eating. And the Love Island fandom grew so much over the last 2 years. She's doing it correctly by picking this fandom. But yeah, he looked tea, and I know Olandria is over there proud of him. I'm proud of him.
But let's talk about what this moment really represents. Because this isn't just a cute celebrity interaction. This is proof that all the discourse, all the rumors, all the speculation that's been flying around online, it doesn't matter. These two people know each other. They're in a relationship. They have each other's locations on their phones. There was probably never even a real discussion about the F1 weekend drama beyond them consoling each other over the hate they were getting. The loyalty part of it, the trust part, that was probably never brought into question the way people online assumed it was. And honestly, I believe with everything in me that they spent time together that weekend privately. We just didn't see it because they were there with competing brands. They couldn't post about being together. But you're telling me that Nick and Olandria were in the same city for that long, probably staying in the same hotel or at least within walking distance, and they didn't see each other for 48 hours? I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it. Could I be wrong? Sure. But I just can't imagine it playing out that way. Here's what I think a lot of people don't understand. There are basically 3 groups of people when it comes to NICOLANDRIA. You've got the people who never doubted them, who know that the stuff they've been through together means some idiot with a rumor on TikTok isn't going to break them up. That rumor got debunked in an hour, by the way. Then you've got the people who were worried, who hoped they didn't break up but weren't sure. And then you've got the people who are convinced they're not together. And we all know who those people are. They've been saying it for months, and they'll keep saying it no matter what evidence appears. But this week, we got boots on the ground confirmation from the child of Kanye West. And that reset everyone's timeline real quick. NICOLANDRIA is back in full force, not that they ever really left. Let me talk about what Nick has been up to, because it's actually been a pretty great week for him. He posted this GoDaddy ad that I thought was really cool, and I'm pretty sure his friend Henry filmed it. I love that Nick brings his boys in however he can. What lucky dudes to be friends with Nick Vile, because he really does take care of the people around him. Olandria is the same way. It's just that her day-to-day is way more private than Nick's. Nick is on Snapchat constantly. He loves to share what he's up to. Even though there's pressure on him to create content, he still shows you his regular life. He'll show you what he's listening to on the radio. He'll show you when he's at a Jaguars game, which he was at yesterday, by the way. He's back in Jacksonville, and you love to see Nick in Jacksonville. That's when he's at his most peaceful, when he's around his mama. I mean, what man isn't most at peace when he's with his mother? The only thing that could bring him more peace is literally being with Olandria, and we'll get to that in a minute. He also had Jake with him at Art Basel this past weekend. That was cool to see. Looks like Nick was literally hanging out with Diplo, which I know was a big deal to him. He brought Jake along for that ride, which is awesome. And then Henry came out and did another ad for him with GoDaddy. Nick really does bring his people into his world, and I respect that so much. Now let's talk about Olandria because she was very quiet this weekend, but she gave us a little something. It looked like she got a silk press. And yes, I know what a silk press is. Surprise, surprise. I didn't have to Google it. I didn't have to YouTube it. I know what a silk press looks like. When I see a woman with a fresh silk press, I know that's what it is. Don't ask me how I know. I've lived some life. I've known some people. Just like when I first did a video and mentioned a bust down and everyone gave me grief about it. Like I learned what a bust down was from Love Island. No, I've been out here for a minute. I know things. Do I know how a silk press is performed? Do I know how one achieves a silk press? No, I don't. Just like I don't know whether it's a wig, extensions, weave, or natural hair, or how one achieves a bust down. I just know what it looks like. I knew what a leave-out was before Olandria explained it to Nick on that live. Some of y'all would be surprised what I know. Can I tell when someone has a leave-out? No, I cannot. But that's not the point. The point is, she posted this casual little story of her apparently getting a silk press.
Hello, Van Carthens. I guess the collaboration between Nicholas and Skims went very well because Kim has been posting some behind-the-scenes footage that's very entertaining. Let's look together, shall we?
I hope people tune in.
Gotta give some Christmas presents.
If you want to give him a blowjob in the closet, he'll say yes.
I just did a dance.
Hey! So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Kim.
The biggest Love Island fan.
Really?
You have no idea.
Really?
Yeah.
When they came around to
Like
give you...
obsessed.
How do you deal with like hating?
It's crazy, right? Back in the day, I used to get so sensitive and there was only MySpace. And I'd get a message and someone would say something and I had to write every single person back. Like, I couldn't take it. Today, there's like obviously way too many people and everyone hates everything. And people are just miserable or they just write it, they don't even mean it and they write it, you know?
And people have their preconceived ideas of who want to believe you are already, so you can't change that.
You'll never change it.
But now I just go to my burner account, there you go. That's how I get it back.
Write them back. I mean, we all have our Finstas. Lala and I share a Finsta.
Have you ever written back to any fans on your Finsta?
No. I almost left a comment on someone's page, and then she was like, don't. You guys have no idea what just happened. You missed all the tea. Where were you guys?
What are you talking about? We've been waiting to be asked in here. What happened?
Well, it's It's on my camera, so I'm going to use it for my vlog.
We'll just go home.
Hello. Did you ever watch Love Island with us? I'm just getting prepped for the live. Okay. I think we did. Hi. I'm getting all the Love Island tea. Is that why you said this? Yeah. Hi. Oh, you look so pretty. Hi, guys. Oh, you look so gorgeous. You look so pretty. Wear diamonds to the courthouse.
It's just jealousy. Can we see your diamonds? Wow.
Yeah. They're vintage, 1955, the year I was born.
Anytime, all the time. Happy holiday. Feeling sexy Santa. Gotta give some Christmas presents.
I'm calling North because she is an Olandria stan. Olandria's not here.
I gotta bring Olandria next time.
Did you break up with Olandria?
No, I didn't. It's NICOLANDRIA 4L.
I hope people tune in. Tell everyone to go into TikTok.
It's my biggest fear. No one holds her enough. Kim's hair looks so pretty like that, doesn't it? Yes, I love that. I told her the same thing. I think it's very
Kim, I love your hair like that.
Thank you.
I just did a dance on set for Kim's very Kimsmas show today, and yep, I gotta practice my dance move. I did.
Everyone know?
Perfect. One more full body. Merry Christmas.
It's 100 million impressions.
Yep, 100 million impressions.
Not a bad day at the office.
Wasn't that nice? Yup.
I would assume she was in Houston, but there's no reason to speculate. It doesn't matter where she was. She'll let us know when she's ready. There was some conversation between her and a girl who does hair in Houston, so she most likely was there, but who knows? Then she comes back and posts this oldie but goodie mirror selfie from what I assume was their last big New York run, the Fortune and Forex week. She gave a little tour of that suite she was staying in, she tagged the hotel, so maybe there's a partnership there too. I mean, she's staying in what looks like a several thousand a night suite, so yeah, that's probably some kind of partnership, whether it's free stays or paid promotion. You take what you can get from Olandria in terms of content, and we're grateful for it. Fresh off Harvard Olandria, by the way. And here's where I need to get into something that's been bothering me, because literally everything I just mentioned, everything these two do, they receive just a ton of hate and discourse for. And I think at this point, we need to accept that Nick and Olandria are just way more famous than other Love Island couples. They just are. Whether you like it or not, whether you're a stan of other couples or not, NICOLANDRIA is more famous than them by miles. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. When Olandria posted that silk press story on Instagram, immediately you go to spaces like Twitter and TikTok and all these other toxic online places. And you're seeing people say things like, those are extensions, that's not real hair, or she doesn't have any hair, or whatever. And I just have to ask, who cares? Who cares? This girl is taking the world by storm right now. People ask why Olandria would be invited somewhere like Harvard. Why would somebody who's famous for kissing on TV be invited to Harvard? I don't know. Why don't you call Harvard and ask? Because she was invited. She was invited by Harvard students. We don't have an answer for you because we're not Harvard. And newsflash, it's been so long since Olandria kissed somebody in a Love Island challenge. She's not famous for that anymore. She's famous for being Olandria. You're talking about somebody who's walked New York Fashion Week. You're talking about someone who designers are clamoring to work with. You're talking about somebody who's been in Harper's Bazaar. Don't think for a second that Olandria at this point in time is famous for kissing dudes in challenges on Love Island. Yes, that's how we met her. But where did you meet Kim Kardashian? Kim Kardashian isn't famous for being Paris Hilton's friend anymore. You understand what I'm saying? You're talking about a celebrity on the rise. And I mean celebrity. I don't mean reality star, even though that's how she's sometimes still labeled by places like the San Antonio Spurs when she goes and sits courtside because she has a partnership with Amazon Prime. So miss me with all that. I don't care if Olandria comes out with a buzz cut tomorrow. You're going to see 50,000 young women go out and get the same thing. Miss me with the pettiness? All of that does not matter. None of that stuff matters. I see my online friendships in the NICOLANDRIA community, people I know through this fandom, putting energy into discourse outside of our community. And that's a shame. That's a shame because Nick and Olandria are going to get hate forever. It's never going to stop. They're way too famous. They're way too big. You girls always talk about how it's crazy that people even hate Beyoncé. Exactly. That's the point. When you're that big, when you're on that level, yeah, there's going to be hate on you every single day. There are weird people out there and you're not going to change them. There's nothing you can say. It's kind of like election time, right? It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter how much you preach your side and the other side preaches theirs. You're not changing any minds. People who hate Olandria are going to hate her. People who hate Nick are going to hate him. But there are so many more people who love them. And the haters are losing ground. If you have to run to the internet because a girl posted her hair on Instagram and you need to hate on her for it, have at it. Hit that pipe again and rant on because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You've got to remember, none of that stuff that happens on Twitter, none of what happens on TikTok, none of those mean Instagram comments, none of it matters off the internet. Do you think a single one of those people would approach Olandria or Nick and say the awful things to their face that they say with username 83765 with no profile picture? Hell no. And the arguments are getting so small now. You have people talking about her AMA deal, talking about how she was detangling the wig she had on, which was human hair, and she slept in it. So yeah, she's using a detangler. Some of you don't know about that. But, I mean, if you have to hate on her for a detangler spot where she's using the product the way it's meant to be used, that's weak. That's so weak. You know how stupid you look taking time out of your day to hate on somebody for getting a check? Yeah, the check cleared. The money's in her pocket. I know some stuff. I've been around some people. I know what's going on. And I'm not trying to be messy or anything like that. But my point is, who are you to talk about this woman who probably just got paid thousands of dollars to sell this product? If you're so much better than her, go grab some AMA products. Have your friend film you, put it on your social media, and see if AMA notices. It's just hilarious to me because the hate is getting so numb at this point. These are weak arguments. And the fact that anybody would put energy into going back and forth with somebody online over whether or not Olandria's silk press is all her real hair, or how she got it, the microaggression wars are insane. And I keep being told in the same breath, oh, I would never talk ill of another woman like that. We're always uplifting women. But yeah, sure. Look, I go on these little rants. I know, I'm guilty of it. But I don't do it online in comment sections. I do it here on my YouTube channel, and I basically do it as a PSA. Chill. Nobody gives a damn what anybody thinks, especially not Nick and Olandria. It's one thing to be on there being racist. It's one thing to be spewing absolute evil. But this petty stuff, don't put energy into that. Nobody cares. Nobody cares what user 9263 with no profile picture thinks. Nobody cares. And there's also a difference between being in a community that stands NICOLANDRIA and being an enemy to other islanders. That doesn't make you anyone's enemy. I've said it on here before. I genuinely hope the best for other people from the show. I think some of them are beautiful people. I just feel a certain way about people who come for mine, because when you come for mine, things aren't sweet. But this whole manufactured rivalry thing, I don't even know where that comes from. Well, I do know. It's created by people who have nothing better to do. There's a difference between being a NICOLANDRIA stan and actively hating other people. I don't support certain people from the show, right? Don't hate them, don't dislike them, think they're gorgeous, hope the best for them. I'm just not going to support them. If someone else had been in an Aqua di Fiori campaign instead of NICOLANDRIA, I wouldn't have run to the store and bought it like I have for 6 months for them. If someone else was on Sweet Green, I wouldn't have driven across town to buy a bowl. Because I'm not going to support them. Do I want good things for them? Let's just say I don't wish bad things on them. I guess I'm harping on this today, which is such a good day in NICOLANDRIA news because I see it in my comments all the time. People talking about this fan base versus that fan base, and it's like, none of that matters. None of it matters. None of it is going to sway Nick or Olandria in any way at all. Not at all. Things like the F1 rumor that was debunked in an hour or less. That kind of hate, that kind of pressure, yes, that will affect them one way or another. And we're literally in the middle of what that did. I think Nick and Olandria were together on Monday and Tuesday of last week. I really believe that. I think they were in New York together, and we didn't see a single drop of content from it. According to Nick's now-deleted subscription-only post from last Sunday, they were doing a couples shoot. I'm sure they were tied up with that. But the fact that they didn't post one simple snap or picture, and Nick didn't snap that entire time, which is crazy for Nick, I think that's very intentional. Because of the hate they were getting, because of the kind of pressure that was on them, they're not going to give people the opportunity to keep that up. They're being smart about it. They're protecting their relationship and their peace. And that's what you do when you're operating at the level they're operating at. You're not famous for kissing on TV anymore. You're famous for being yourself, for the partnerships you have, for the influence you carry. Olandria has walked in New York Fashion Week. She's been featured in major publications. She has partnerships with major brands. She was invited to speak at Harvard. None of that happens to someone who's just a reality TV star. That happens to someone who's become a legitimate influencer and public figure. And Nick, he's been in this game longer than anyone. He knows how to navigate fame. He knows how to handle pressure. He's been through Bachelor franchises multiple times. He has a podcast that's been successful for years. He has brand deals. He has a loyal fan base. He's not some rookie in this space. Together, they're a power couple. And power couples get hate. That's just how it works. The bigger you get, the more people are going to try to tear you down. But here's the thing about Nick and Olandria, they have something that a lot of couples don't have. They have genuine love and respect for each other. You can see it in the way they talk about each other. You can see it in the way they support each other's careers. You can see it in the way they navigate this crazy world together. That F1 weekend could have broken a lot of couples. The amount of speculation, the rumors, the discourse, it was intense. But they made it through. They're still together. They're still strong. And now we have confirmation from Northwest of all people that they're solid. So what does the future hold for NICOLANDRIA? I think we're going to see them continue to be strategic about what they share. I think they learned from that F1 weekend that sometimes it's better to keep certain things private. You're going to see them together for sure. You're going to see them support each other. But I don't think you're going to see every single moment documented the way some people might want. And honestly, that's healthy. That's what mature couples do. They protect their relationship. They set boundaries. They don't feel the need to prove anything to anyone because they know what they have. The fact that Nick is back in Jacksonville, at peace, at a Jaguars game, that tells you he's in a good place. The fact that Olandria is posting, looking beautiful, doing her thing, that tells you she's in a good place. And when you're in a good place individually, your relationship is usually in a good place too. I think we're also going to see them continue to grow their individual brands. Olandria is going to keep getting these major opportunities. She's going to keep walking in fashion shows. She's going to keep doing partnerships. She's going to keep being invited to speak at places. Because she's not just a Love Island alum anymore, she's Olandria. She's a brand unto herself. And Nick is going to keep doing what Nick does. He's going to keep podcasting. He's going to keep creating content. He's going to keep bringing his friends along for the ride. He's going to keep being Nick Viall, which is exactly what his fans want. Together, they're unstoppable. They've proven that time and time again. Every time someone tries to create drama or spread rumors, they come out stronger. Every time someone says they've broken up, they prove they're still together. Every time someone doubts them, they show up and show out. So to all the NICOLANDRIA stands out there, to the NICOLANDRIA Nation, keep supporting them. Keep buying the products they promote, keep watching their content, keep defending them when necessary, but also remember that the best defense is just ignoring the noise. Because at the end of the day, Nick and Olandria don't need us to fight their battles. They're doing just fine on their own. And to anyone who doubted them, who spread rumors, who tried to tear them down, I hope you're paying attention. Because this is what a real relationship looks like. This is what real love looks like. It's not perfect. It's not always public. It's not always documented. But it's real, and it's lasting. NICOLANDRIA for L. That's not just a saying. That's a commitment. That's a promise. And based on everything we've seen, based on Northwest asking that question, and Nick responding without hesitation, based on the way they've navigated every challenge thrown at them, I believe it. So here's my question for you. What moment from this past week made you believe in NICOLANDRIA the most? Was it the Northwest moment? Was it seeing Nick at peace in Jacksonville? Was it Olandria posting and looking amazing? Let me know in the comments. And if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button because we're going to keep covering NICOLANDRIA, we're going to keep supporting them, and we're going to keep being the best fan community out there. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for being part of NICOLANDRIA Nation. Thank you for engaging with these videos and commenting and just being the best community I could ask for. I love talking to you all. I love hearing your thoughts. That's a big reason why I have this channel, to engage with fellow NICOLANDRIA stans from all over the country and all over the globe. I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Love you. NICOLANDRIA for L. Catch you on the other side.